I'm not sure if it's too early in the season to say it's a proverbial six-pointer, but 7th place Swindon Town take on 8th place Exeter City in this week's League Two clash. Here's all you need to know about the upcoming game. It's widely accepted in 1881 when the Robins were founded. Local cricket team the Spartans club captain decided to form a football club there, but there was no evidence until 1883 when the Spartans football team merged with the St Mark's Young Friendly Men's Society to form Swindon Town. The town itself was first noted in 1083 in the Domesday Book by William the Conqueror. Swindon roughly translates as Pig Hill, but nowadays the town is more widely known for its transport links. Isambard Kingdom Brunel used Swindon as a major hub for his Great Western Railway that we see the benefits of here at Exeter City as well. And nowadays it's mostly known for the Magic Roundabout, which is just off the M4, which is a series of 12 mini roundabouts around a big roundabout. Yeah, good luck City fans when you're travelling up on Saturday. Back to the football now, and in 1910 and 1912 Swindon Town reached the semi-finals of the FA Cup for the only times in their history, and that's their best finish in the competition. In 1920 they were elected to Division 3 as founder members, and they have always retained their Football League status. In 1969 they celebrated their first piece of major silverware, beating Arsenal at the Old Wembley 3-1 to lift the three-handled League Cup. In the 80s they particularly shot to flame when people like Ozzy Ardiles and Glenn Hoddle took their time on the touchline with the Robins. The latter, he got them promoted to Division 1, and just in time for the Premier League. In more modern times, Swindon won the League Two title just 2 years ago. In fact, when we last played them in the league, both teams were first and second, and it's a similar story this season as well, as both teams are still fighting for promotion out of League Two. Swindon's draw against Crawley in the week means that City are within touching distance to overtake them into 7th spot. Mentored by Jose Mourinho and getting his pro licence in 2014, Ben Garner is at the helm at Swindon Town. The 41-year-old has a high-level experience despite never making it as a professional. He started in the Crystal Palace youth setup in the early 2000s before working his way into the first team in 2012. A couple of years later, he was hired by Tony Pulis as his number 2 at West Brom. And a few years further down the line, he was employed by ex-Manchester United and Reading legend Steve Coppell as they both embarked on an Indian management journey with ATK, a team based in Calcutta. Now though, the 41-year-old is here at Swindon Town. Propping up the Robins with 12 strikes this season, Harry McCurdy is leading the way in the goal charts for Swindon Town. 10 league goals means that he is having his best return as a player to date. Having begun his career at the Stoke City and Aston Villa setups, he got his break whilst on loan at Stevenage, where he made his debut here at St James Park in 2016. After that, he played for numerous League Two clubs before a permanent move to Carlisle United, and a short stint at Port Vale means he is now at Swindon Town, where he is leading the way up top. Opened in 1892, the Energy Check County Ground is where Swindon Town play their home games. Local brewer Thomas Arkell donated £300 to develop one stand in Wiltshire, although that was enough to build the whole stadium. During the war, the stadium was used as a prisoner of war camp, and huts were built on the pitch to house the German POWs. In 1951, it became the first purpose-built stadium with floodlights as Bristol City arrived at the ground. And another little quirk that the county ground has is the only football stadium in the entire world that has a donated Rolex clock, and that's just housed just beneath the away stand. It makes my Apple Watch look a bit rubbish, to be fair. And of course the away end in question is where City fans will be housed on the weekend. The still sponsored Arkell's John Trollope stand and the uncovered Stratton Bank end. Now it's the Stratton Bank end that we've still only got tickets for. Tickets are available in advance only, which means there'll be no sales on the day at all and no sales on Friday. That means that the sale ends tonight, midnight tonight online, or 4 PM if you ring up the club shop. Adult prices from about 19 quid, and then your concessions are cheaper than that too. Well over 1,200 of you have bought tickets already. It's going to be another fantastic Exeter City away day. That said, Swindon Town have politely asked us to remind fans to sit in their allocated seats on their tickets. This is due to the congestion that's going to be caused by you beautiful lot. Getting to the county ground should take about 2 hours by car, and there is a parking just up the road for about a £5. And that's straight up the M5 to Junction 16, which is Bristol, along the M4 until Junction 16 on the M4 as well, which will take you to Swindon. Just follow the directions and go over the stupidly difficult Magic Roundabout and you should be there. there. And if Zebedee isn't your cup of tea, then you want to get the 10:27 train from Exeter to St David's, and that will take you to Bristol Parkway. And then from Bristol Parkway, it's on the main line towards London Paddington. So you just want to catch the connection, get off at Swindon, and it's a 15-minute walk up Manchester Road to the ground. Unfortunately, our supporters coach Grecian travel is completely sold out, but for those who have managed to book their seats, it leaves Summerland Street at 10:15. Of course, we'd love you to pick up the last remaining tickets for Swindon, but we're aware that that's not possible for everyone. As always, you can follow our matchday coverage on our social media channels, on our Twitter, on our Facebook, on our Instagram. We're going to be there and we're going to be providing the game for you. So however you like to follow the game, there's only one more thing to say, and that's up the city.